while everybody's coming in, I am going to take some of my lemon balm that I got growing out here. I'm going to take a couple of leaves and rub it on my skin because these mosquitoes are horrible. They're just horrible. So maybe some of this maybe some of this lemon balm is going to help. I'm just going to rub it on me. These are the type of mosquitoes that bite through clothes. And so I'm trying to get used to it. It's a mosquito spray that I want to make that's actually made from basil, but you have to like boil it and let it steep for like 6 hours. So I'm gonna try that over the next few days. But I was reading like you could put lemon balm on your skin and try to help with the mosquitoes because these mosquitoes are horrendous. But I'm taking a break, y'all, because I just wanted to share with you a few of the garden transitions that I have been going through. And it was a couple times this weekend. We had a extended weekend, Labor Day. I wanted to get a lot of things unpacked, but it was a couple of times this weekend that I actually had to like step back and kind of take a break because I was getting very frustrated. And I just want to tell you why. And it's not a bad frustration. Like I always tell people, you got to look at the bright side. It's some big things that I want to do. So it's not a bad frustration. It's just like when you set out to do things, or like me, when you make a list, it sometimes gets frustrated when you can't accomplish what's on your list or when you get behind. Now, what I will tell you, and anybody who is prior military or have moved with the military, you'll probably understand what I'm talking about here in a minute. But this is like a different frustration because I'm pumped up about the growing season. I'm ready to get started. I got some raised beds that are being built, and hopefully they'll be coming like in the next couple of weeks. I've been seeing a lot of different fall vegetables coming out, but let me just give y'all a side note, especially if you're in the hotter zone or the southern zone like I am. And I did put up a short. Just be very mindful because some of those vegetables that they're putting out, if it's too hot, they'll go to seed and you'll waste your money. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But what I did want to talk about was, so today, one of my goals was to get my seed starting rack for the inside, for the basement. I wanted to get that cleaned up. I wanted to get that set up, and I want to get a couple things planted. So I started out on that whole journey. So as I was pulling my seed starting rack out of and moving it down to the basement, um, if you guys have ever heard of S hooks, so they came with those light kits that where you can adjust it. So it's like on a chain, but you can adjust the height of the kits to make it where the lights are lower and where some are higher, and you can adjust it over time. So as I was moving, I saw a few of the hooks. I don't know where they're at. They've disappeared. So they were just like the lights were just laying on the shelves. And so, I looked it up. The big box stores, they do sell them. But the frustrating part is the fact that I don't know where they're at. And I hate that later on I'll probably find them. But they were not, like the light kits were just laid down flat. And so the S hooks, I'm missing a lot. So I said, okay, no problem. I can go pick up some S hooks. That's not a problem. So I cleaned up all my lights before taking them inside. And then I cleaned up the rack. I wanted to make sure everything was good. I was so proud of myself. I wheeled them in and I was like, okay, I might not be able to plant a few flowers today as far as starting seeds, but I'm going to get everything set up, everything hooked up. So as I am getting ready to go to look for get my seeds, I noticed, I said, where are all my heating mats? So A side note, when I start seeds inside, I start them, some of them, not all of them, because some of them like a little bit cooler temperature, but some of them I will start on a heating mat. And I only brought with me, with the move, one heating mat. But I know I have at least one, two, three, four, five, six, at least 8 heating mats. I have at least 8 heating mats for when I start my seeds inside. Now, I'm not going to say that I have looked through every single box because I haven't, because I got frustrated. But now my game plan is I feel like I'm already a little bit late in the game with starting seeds. So I'm going to have to go and purchase some heating mats, hopefully, hoping that they will have them in stock because a lot of seed starting things get started in the spring and they just kind of, stay there. I think I saw a couple of heating mats. I think I did. I'm going to have to go either tomorrow, Thursday, or this weekend to see, but if not, you can always order it on Amazon and get here. But I'm just like, I know I got heating mats and I've went through a whole bunch of boxes and I cannot find my heating mats. It's a lot of things that I got frustrated over the weekend because, Chris has told me time and time again, he's like, you need to get rid of some of this stuff. So I did tell him the other day, you probably don't have to worry about it because half the things that I have been unboxing are broken anyway. Like it's so many broken pieces of just like all kind of stuff. And again, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe because I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't like to. I always say if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it at all. But I just want to make people aware. Like if they're ever thinking about moving or you're about to move, I just want to give people some tips to be aware of before you move. And like I said, we've moved several times, y'all, all over the country. The military has moved us before. Now this was out of our own pocket, and it's just different. But a lot of my things are broken and a lot of the things I can't find. I told somebody we got 2 ladders I know that are not ours. I don't know who ladders they are. It was like a box today that was not my handwriting on there. I don't write like that. So I'm like, if we got other people's stuff, who knows what they got of ours? I don't have a clue. But the thing, I'm saying that because, you know, the thing, we've stayed in Germany, Japan, and Italy. And so things don't get to the destination like stateside, like the United States. So oftentimes we've had to wait like 2 and 3 months for our shipment to get in, especially when we were going overseas. And so oftentimes when you need, like they used to have a program where you could just go check out essential items that you need, like plates, forks, spoons, glasses, and that was good. But oftentimes during those moves, like if it was something that you absolutely needed and couldn't wait, I used to go buy it. And then that's how I ended up getting so many of one thing, and because I would buy it, then it would come, and I just probably would never get rid of it. So a lot of things I had 4 or 5, like I'm telling y'all, we dropped off so much stuff at the Goodwill before this. I have a whole room in the basement dedicated to a Goodwill run because I'm like, you got to get rid of some of this stuff. But back to the heating mats, I got to get my seeds started. I will probably try one more ditch effort tomorrow to go through a few more boxes that I know that I haven't gotten through. But what I didn't understand is on the seed starting rack, they had all kind of stuff that they put on the seed starting rack. And I'm like, where did they put my heating mats? Like we had Christmas stuff on the seed starting racks. We had like all kind of stuff. When they wheeled it off and put it in, the seat starting rack was full. Like it did have the lights. I don't know where some of the S hooks are. They're missing. But the seat starting rack was full. So I'm like, where could they have put my heating mats? And I don't know. And I spent probably, like before I got on this live, y'all, I probably have spent probably like 2 hours, just going, not going through the boxes, like taking out, putting out stuff, but just going through, looking to see where are my heating mats, because the heating mats has went up. I will tell you that. I had at least about 8. I would say about 8, if not more. I only brought one with me, like that went with me through the whole time. And I'm like, I'm gonna need some heating mats to start my fall seeds to get through. But I know that once I start my seeds on the seed starting rack, I'll find my heating mats. And I'm one of those people that hello to all you that are coming in. Hello, Mary Grow With Me. Hello, Lynette. How are y'all doing? I am just giving, I just had to take a break, y'all. I seriously had to take a break because I felt myself getting frustrated. But I'm one of those ones that I don't like to return stuff. And so I know that if I go over the next few days and buy these heating mats, that I'm going to find them. So like I said, I'm going to make one ditch effort tomorrow to maybe go through a few more boxes in the garage. But I'm just thinking everything was on that seed starting rack. Everything that wasn't supposed to be on there. Half of my S hooks are gone that adjust the lights up and down. Where could they have put the seed starting mats? I have no clue. And um and a lot of my stuff that's not garden related is broken. Like I had to put on gloves. Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. I had to put on gloves because I'm like, you're gonna cut yourself if you keep reaching down in this box and things are broken like this. But yeah, so those are some of the gardening things. And like I said, I've dealt with it before, just having to buy stuff over and over again. But I just feel like I don't want to keep doing that. I don't want to keep doing that. Let me get some lemon balm and put it on my face, y'all. These oh God, it was something. I don't think this is a mosquito. So let me tell you, and I got some lemon balm right here. Let me tell y'all, I don't know what insect this is, but it bites through your clothes and it'll sting. So if y'all know what it is, let me know. It'll sting, it'll sting, it'll sting for a few hours. I will put alcohol on, and then like the next day it's like a big raise. It's not a rash, but it's like a big bump that just itch and itch and itch for hours. I don't know what it is, but lemon balm is good. I got some basil behind me. It's a basil mosquito spray that I do want to make. I do want to make that, but you got to steep it for some hours. If y'all are just joining, that I'm going to make and just spray it on me because there are some different bugs out here. There were some different bugs in the Savannah area. I don't know what's going on, but there's some different bugs. I'm just rubbing this lemon balm on me, hoping that the essential oils will come through and just kind of keep them off of me because they don't care about clothes. And normally I'll come outside with a long sleeve shirt, but I just wanted to talk to y'all for a minute. So what I'm going to go in here now and do, I'm not even going to upset myself anymore. The way to calm myself down is I pulled out one of my seed boxes of the different flowers that I probably should have started a little while ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago. I feel like I'm about a week to 2 weeks behind, but I always tell people, including myself, you're exactly where you need to be. You're doing exactly what you need to do. But what I have to tell myself is this: I'm in a different growing zone. I'm in 8A versus 8B. And so Savannah had a longer growing period than the Atlanta area. So I got some videos coming out, y'all, because it's some stuff that I witnessed this weekend that I'm really questioning what's going on. Like I see it, it's like I feel like nobody else sees it. And it's just, and what it's really about. I'm going to try to either put it up tomorrow or Thursday. So if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe and then hit the bell so that you can receive notifications. A lot of the produce here lately, I don't know if it's because of the area that I'm in. I mean, I know more people are in the area, but a lot of the produce that I have been looking for at my local stores, not the farmers market, not some of the stores that I've been to, like on Beaufort Highway and in DeKalb County, I think. It's really questionable. Like there's little or no stock available at all. And I'm like, okay, that is what really, like, I have been starting seeds. Like, I started calendula seeds that are coming up because I wanted to make like calendula oil. And then I'm really about to get heavy on a lot of leafy greens, in particular kale. I had to go to 3 different stores this weekend because there was no kale. And then it was one left, and it looked like somebody had been like in the produce section just throwing it, tossing it, y'all, let's play catch. And then when they got tired of playing catch, okay, let's just put it where it's supposed to go type deal. So I say, you know what, I got too many mustard spinach, Florida mustard, kale, collards, turnip seeds to be playing around these days with what I'm seeing going on. So that was one of the things that I kind of talked about there. And I kind of did an unboxing too. And it's like all of this stuff is coming as it should be, or like coming into fruition. And this is, I'm going to explain why I say that. So before I even went to the store Wednesday, I was saying, I'm having a hard time finding my seed starting trays. I have found one. Now, I did find another one while I was looking for my heating mats. I did find another. I was like, okay, here they are. I could use those too. But I was just getting frustrated. And y'all, when I promise you, I'm looking, I am seriously looking. Now, I will admit, I still need to get rid of a whole bunch of things. Hello, Pharmacy. How are you doing? I'm coming back soon. You better believe I am. I'm just going through my frustrations here, and I got a lot to share with you. But yeah, I did find some seed starting trays, but it's like a whole bunch of stuff I cannot find. And I know I'm looking, and I know I'm looking good. Yeah, I need to get rid of some more stuff, but I've been busting open a lot of boxes, and it's just like, where are these things at? I cannot find them. And so that's what frustrates me, because like I said, tomorrow or either before the weekend, I'm going to have to go buy heat mats because I, I can't find them. I can't find them. And then if I were to take y'all to the basement right now and show you all the boxes that I have been through, like, I've really been under the weather for like a few months, you know, maybe a couple of months. But this weekend I was like, you got to get out of this slump, and you gotta come on, and you gotta make it happen. Sometimes I just have to push myself. And I was busting out some boxes, but I'm just getting frustrated because not only the heating mats, it's other things that I have had to go out and buy because I cannot find. I cannot find. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. So the moving company came, they had to come out. They did like Monday. I remember they did Monday, Tuesday, and then like half a day, Wednesday. The first day, they didn't inventory anything. Because normally when the military moves you, back in the day, what I'll tell you is they had like pen and paper, and they would inventory everything. Now I know with technology, the people now, they did they did everything electronic. So they put tabs on there and they did it electronic. But who are you to, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see electronically what they, yeah, you could, I tell you. Yeah, no, you don't have to look for me. I promise. Not this Thursday, but hopefully the next Thursday, I will be back. I promise. I miss y'all so much. It is just unreal. And I just got so much to share with y'all and the whole group. When I tell you from the bottom of my heart, I miss y'all. I just miss y'all. But it's been some things I've been going through. And we'll talk offline about it. But yeah, so now I'm dealing with the moving company. And you know how you only have so many days to report. Now, it was a few things I told Chris. I said, we got to make sure these things are not broken. So we went through, like different pictures and mirrors and TVs and things like that. But it's just been some trying times. And yeah, I've really had to go purchase some things. And I just hate doing that because I'm hoping that I'll find them. I'm really hoping that I will find what I'm looking for. But so far, I only have some boxes left in the workshop and a few boxes left in the garage, because I really busted a lot of boxes out in the basement. Like, I just went in for hours and nothing. Like, I only found one gardening box with none of my heating mats. So I'm ready to get started growing, but I feel like I had a setback. And again, I got to think about them in a different growing zone. So, but it's going to work out. It's going to work out. But I will tell you this, I'm going to get some produce growing for sure, because it's not looking it's not looking good at the grocery stores around here. And then hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I will keep y'all posted. The lady that's building the raised beds, she'll be out. As a matter of fact, the weekend before my birthday, she'll be out. Her and her husband is going to set everything up. And a lot of the things I was thinking about, I was like, well, maybe you should DIY. But I was like, go ahead, get it done right the first time. So I'm going to let them go ahead and run the drip. I told y'all that we do have a well on the property. I'm going to let them run the drip. They're building the raised beds. The only thing that they're not doing, because I can't figure out what type of pathways I want, is they're not doing the pathways. I don't know if I want wood chips. I don't know if I want gravel. I'm probably going to wait a few months to see how, because it's a lot of trees in the back. I'm going to see how these leaves fall, and then we'll take it from there. But I figured 4x8 raised beds is enough to get me started with some herbs. I've started some herbs. So if y'all haven't watched the soil blocking video, I've did some soil blocks. Our creeping thyme is coming up. Our Italian oregano is coming up. Our French thyme is coming. So we got a lot of herbs coming up, and I've purchased some herbs. Now I got a video coming out because I messed up yesterday. So this whole month, I'm just, whatever I do, I'm gonna just blame it on my birthday. Hey, I'm gonna have a whole good birthday month. So I went and bought a whole bunch of herbs, including lavender. But I'm gonna start some lavender from seeds. But lavender is one of those herbs where it takes some time to establish. So I just figured, hey, just buy you some herbs. And I didn't even go to this garden center to look for herbs. I don't know what I went there looking for. I went there looking for something and soon found out. I messed around and found out that you better get out this store. But one of the things that the lady was we were talking about, and I gotta slow myself down, is fruit trees, because they had just got some fruit trees in. And like I always tell people, if I don't write it down, if you don't see me write it down, if you don't see me write it in my notes, it's like I forgot it. It's like we never even talked. She was telling me about a particular apple tree that was really good. And it was sweet, and they used for drying, dehydrating, apple cider. So if y'all know the variety, put it in the comments. Moving is a challenge, and military movers are they're all, yes, it is. I'm telling you, this whole moving experience it has humbled me. And I told y'all, I'm gonna tell you, from the time we talked about it up until now. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I told Chris, I don't care if it's a midlife crisis. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's happening, unless I don't have to touch nothing and somebody comes, move it, unpack it, and I don't plan on it. Now, you never know what the future holds, especially right now. You never know what the future holds. You never know what the future holds. But I will say I don't have any plans. That's why I'm trying to go all out and make this, like I told the lady that's building the raised boxes, this is probably going to be my forever garden, because I don't. But you never know. I never know. I knew I wanted to move from the Savannah area. I knew I did, but I didn't think it would be like this. And thank you so much, Mary Grow With Me. Happy birthday month. Yeah, I am. I'm every purchase that I make that deals with the garden. Because I told Chris today, when I was talking about, I said, yeah, the people are supposed to be out here, not this weekend, but next weekend. And he said, did you pay them in full? I said, no, they asked for a deposit. I said, nowadays, Hold on, y'all, because sometimes we got a lot of planes and helicopters coming. Nowadays, it's not like it used to be. So be careful with paying people in full. I don't do that. I don't do that because it's so many different scams and things going on. And we found this person like online, but I mean, when I tell you I did my research, we talking Better Business Bureau, we talking reviews, we're talking like I've been talking to her over the phone, we've been texting, we've been doing a lot of things. And so she required 1/3 down, which I'm okay with, because I did that to make sure that they can get the materials and stuff. But you got to be careful nowadays, because a few years ago, actually, my mom got someone to paint her house, and she gave them all of the money up front. I said, girl, you don't never do nothing like that. But when I tell you, it took these people like 3 months to paint a house, like the outside, like the shutters and the trim. I was like, no, no, it's just too much. It's too much going on. But what I will say is a lot of businesses understand that, because even when we got the floors done in the basement, it was like half down and half done, half the other once it was done. So, but yeah, there are a lot of challenges with moving. And I think it used to be fun. It used to be fun to me because I got a chance to start over again, get rid of stuff, acquire new stuff. But this is not fun when I'm looking for gardening stuff and I'm ready to start planting. Now, let me tell y'all something, and then I'm going to get off of here. I promised myself, like I'm trying to stay true to what I've said. It's a lot of pots. Y'all know in my last garden, I had a lot of pots. And I'm trying my best to say, if you're going to have raised beds, now you're not going to have all these pots around. Not going to have all these pots. But, side note, lavender. Let me show y'all real quick. I'll tell anybody, and I said this in the video. Y'all, I went and got like 3 different types of lavender. But this particular lavender, they said is great for heat and humidity. It's been tested in Texas, which is, if you're in Texas, they're hot, they're humid like Georgia. So I got 3 different types. This is can y'all see it? The Provence lavender. I don't know. Like I told the lady yesterday, I don't know. It's like certain seasons, certain time of the year, I'm drawn to a certain plant and I just love it. Like the year before last, and I'm gonna grow this because I still got a mason jar, 2 mason jars full. I was just drawn to holy basil. I love holy basil. I drink it in teas, and it was just like a plant that was calling me. For some odd reason, over the last few months, lavender has really been like sticking with me. And the lady was like, oh, lavender is for good luck, And so I don't know. I didn't even go in the garden center for the lavender. I went in there to see. I'm trying to see, because I drove an hour, like where we used to stay. If you're in the Atlanta area, and I said this in the video too, I particularly like Pike Nursery. That's where these came from, Pike Nursery. Now, what I will tell you is that you will pay a little bit more, but a lot of the plants are a little bit healthier than your big box stores. And you get varieties that you don't always see. Because, see, like I got 3 different varieties. I got Provence, I got Grosso lavender, and I think Phenomenal lavender. But I'm telling you, lavender has been just really calling me to it for some odd reason. I don't know why. I have plant crushes too. This season is Phyllanthus. Let me know, because Farmer C. And let me tell y'all, side note, she don't know I'm about to do this. If you're not following her, you need to follow her. When I tell you she is real, go follow Green Heifer Farms. Seriously. I love her to death. She don't even know it. She don't even know how much I love her to death. But, when I grew Spilanthes, and for all of y'all, that's what they call the toothache plant. I was so scared to try it. So I made Chris try it. And he said that his mouth was like buzzing and he just started like salivating at the mouth. So the toothache plant is good for a lot of things, but one of the things it's known for, like if you have a toothache, then you chew on that and it'll help you, because like my dad used to tell me, you always get a toothache on the weekend when the dentist is closed. So the toothache plant, I don't know, tell me how you liked it, because I did see one of your videos where you tried it and I was just too scared, because Chris was like, what have you given me? My mouth is still buzzing. It just keeps buzzing. And then he was like, what is this? And he just kept spitting. And he just kept spitting and spitting. And I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I'll try it one day. But I loved growing it though. It was good. It was good. So I don't know. Yeah, this season it's lavender for some odd reason. I don't know. Maybe because I need to sleep more. I don't know. Maybe because I need to go to sleep. Which, speaking of which, let me show y'all. So this lemon balm plant this is another one I brought with me. And I always tell y'all, in the South, a lot of plants during July and August, they just be trying to hold on, y'all. They don't mean us no harm. They just be trying to hold on. And this lemon balm was just trying its best to hold on. But it was struggling really bad. So now the mornings are getting a little bit cooler. So this morning it was 68. I think tomorrow's supposed to be 70. But it's supposed to get back hot. And I noticed, let me show you. I noticed that my lemon balm is like really coming back. And I've been using this at night sometimes to just like steep in a tea and just kind of calm me down, because I need to be calmed down with all this stuff. I'm looking. Look, I need to be calmed down with all this stuff. But it's really, and it smells so good. This is what I just rubbed on me a few minutes ago. So far, so good, y'all. But when I tell you it is coming back, so I've been trying to keep it pinched to keep it like more bushier. But just smelling this right here, ooh, it smells good. It smells really good. So I'm thinking about like planting some more, because I did clip some and I dried some. But I always, like, one of the things I think about when I'm planting is how much do I need to get me through the winter months before I'm able to plant again. So like that's one of the things that I have been doing. But yeah, and I love it. It's really pretty. It was this is what I had in the old garden. I wasn't able to take all of the plants with me, and I said when I go back down to Brunswick, because that's where I work, I said I'm going to stop by the old house one day just to see. But Chris and our next door neighbor, the guy, they still talk and they still text. And he said, you know, it's something to get used to since we're not there, because I'm not saying we were close, but we really had some good neighbors. I will tell you that. On the left, the right, across the street, and down the street, like we really had some good neighbors. What I will tell y'all here so far, at least four of the neighbors have came, you know, like introduced themselves. And I've heard nothing but good things in the neighborhood. They said everybody is, you know, really close knit. And like during the winter, like I guess they have bonfires and stuff like that. Now I don't know if I'm going to the bonfire, but you know, the lady across the street, she has like, they have horses and they have like muscadines. And so she was like, when you come pick whatever you want, whenever you get ready, you don't have to ask or anything. And they actually have a family business cutting trees, because I want them to cut a few trees down here. So I was like, look at there, right across the street. So I think it's going to be good. It's really quiet. What I will tell you is I'm going to have to get some lighting back here in the back, because here lately I've been waking up around 3 o'clock, between 3:30 and 5. And sometimes I'll look out the window. Oftentimes I'll use that as, you know, meditating, prayer, just a lot of things. I don't know why. That used to happen to me a lot too Then I kind of went to sleep. And so, but now here lately, between 3:30 and 5 o'clock, I'll just get up. And I normally, y'all, have to get up at 6:30 to get ready for work. So I'm about to get ready to go to bed again. But yeah, I had stopped. Like, I'm going to go inside in a few minutes and go through some of the seeds that I'm going to soil block. And then let me show y'all these trays. I did a video. Y'all are getting a sneak peek, okay? You're getting a real sneak peek. But like I said, this was before, like before I even went to the grocery store. It's like I said to myself, you got to get a move on, because I don't know. It's just like things just come to me, and then it's like I don't know. I can't explain it, y'all. I cannot explain it, but I remember that because it got here Saturday, so it had to be that Thursday. That Thursday, I was like, if you can't find some of this stuff, you just gonna have to order it again, which is what this video is about. Like, I don't like to do that, but I know I'm making a hard core effort and trying to bust these boxes open. But let me, y'all getting a sneak peek now, because I did do a video about it. So really quick, and this I did not, when I tell you I did not have to even order any of this, because I know how to propagate, y'all. We're actually, side note, if you have coleus, before it gets 32 degrees, propagate that. But I just did a planter. That's going to be up soon. That's in the front. And the coleus was getting kind of long and leggy, but it was starting to come back, like this lemon balm did. And so I cut it back, but I took those cuttings, rooted it in water. Coleus is an easy one to root in water. I rooted it in water. Y'all, it's already starting to get roots on it. So I'm just going to let it get a whole bunch of roots, put it in some soil. You got you some coleus, okay? Coleus is a really, really fantastic plant. Now they're making, in my day, it used to be like a shade plant, but this particular plant says shade or sun. So a lot of them, they're starting to make a hybrid where it can take shade or sun. But this is a really pretty color. I'm not going to go around to the front because I see it's getting dark and I'm going to hurry up. But let me show y'all real quick, sneak peek. So oftentimes I'll take cuttings of different things, like fig cuttings, hydrangea cuttings. And I often have like one of those either shoe boxes. I'll put holes in the bottom, cover it in the top, put like some peat moss in there and some perlite. And that's how I take a lot of cuttings with like softwood, and I'll let it just root. I don't know, you know how Amazon says, well, if you like this, you might like that. So these are what you would call like individual propagation cups, regular cups, y'all. But they have, do y'all remember back in the day, like the Slurpee and stuff like this? So this is like a Slurpee top, but it just has, can y'all see those holes like that? That's the only thing. I'm like, I probably could go to the Icy store up the street and I probably could have asked them for these lids. But this one, when I tell you it was an impromptu buy, like it was just like, go ahead, and it was really reasonable, I'll tell you that. And I was like, oh, I can take, it's a hydrangea, 2 hydrangea bushes here. And I was like, you know what? I could take some hydrangea cuttings. I'm going to take some more coleus cuttings. What else do I do? Because some things I'll water propagate that are really easy to propagate. And then some things I'll take like a softwood cutting. I remember taking tea olive cuttings. That is a very fragrant tree. But yeah, some things I'll just take some cuttings and I'll propagate it like that. So impromptu. But this is what I ordered the other day when I was just, it just came to me. And I can't find my seed starting trays. So this is just an extended version of those seed starting trays that I like. But instead of 12, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 40. It's 40 cells with the clear. And then you got your bottom tray. So you got your bottom tray. And it's, I mean, the plastic is pretty, it seems like it'll last a few seasons. I'll say that, because I've bought some from other places and one season they're gone. But this is what I like about these is it has those same trays that I like, where you can make like the adjustable, and they're in here, y'all, where you can put these on and adjust your humidity. Now I use these a lot inside, so you can adjust the humidity. So the dome trays, I have those, and I have the 12 pack. Speaking of that, I have not seen those, and I remember ordering some because we were gonna do some giveaways before I moved. We were gonna do some giveaways of seeds and the sales starting tray just to encourage people really to start with herbs. Like I always tell people, if you want to start growing, start with herbs, and it's some easy herbs to grow depending on the season. And so I had ordered some of those, I had ordered some seeds, and I wanted to do a giveaway just to show my appreciation, and I cannot find them. But rest assured, y'all, we're almost approaching 10,000 followers. So make sure you like, share, tell your friends, tell your family, because I know for a fact that once we reach 10,000 followers on YouTube, we're definitely going to have a celebration. So we're almost there at 10,000, and I'm just thinking of what ways can I show my appreciation. We'll probably give away some of our courses that we have available, like the seed starting class. We're going to give away some goodies. We'll probably give away some gift cards. So that's why I say, make sure you're subscribed, share it with your friends, and just share it with everybody, because when we do 10,000, y'all need to know about it so you can get in the running and get some of these good things. So y'all see it's getting dark. I was supposed to go in. I'm gonna go in now. I just want to go through. I'm gonna go through You Are Right Pharmacy. We're gonna talk about that. I gotta call you. I think that's what I gotta do. I gotta call you because I just been thinking of ways like how can I show my appreciation, because I have met so many wonderful people like on this social media, and I'm a giver. Like I am a giver. I just like to give. I just feel good when I give, and so I'm just trying to think of what all can I give away. We got digital planners, we got courses. I just want to encourage people to start to grow too. So yeah, I see the bugs coming out, y'all. So yeah, we are gonna have to do one together. We are we're gonna do yeah, I'm gonna write that in my I've been writing down a lot of things. You know how you write down stuff and you make it plain. I'm gonna write down that. We definitely need to do one together. So I'm gonna get out of here, y'all, because it's getting dark, and y'all know when I start hearing, listen at this. When I start hearing those sounds, um, I leave it to them, the animals, and I just ask them to be gone by the morning. So far, I haven't seen any animals. Now I don't know about the deer, because this fence I'm looking at, this fence right here, they can definitely jump it. Our old fence, it was one deer one time that got in, but I felt so sorry for him because he had to go all the way back to get momentum, and he hit his leg because the fence was like 6 feet. I think it was like a baby. He hit his leg, and I heard the thump, and I was like, Lord, poor fella. I know he hurt himself, but this fence, you definitely can, they definitely can jump over. And I'm saying that because the old owners were like, it was like a red fox or something that used to kind of, I guess maybe go through the neighborhood. So I don't play about the dark, y'all. That's one thing about me. I leave it to the animals. I'm here to share the world. I leave it to the animals, and then I just ask them to be gone by the morning, and do not scare me. Don't scare me at all. And pharmacy, real quick, I gotta tell you, and then I'm finna go. So next door neighbors, they got like 2 cats. And I'm just like, and then I got some catnip planted. And I'm like, one thought I was about to be his friend the other day. Like he just came by the fence and he kept looking at me like, do you want to be friends? And I was like, no, I'm not looking for any new friends right now. I got some things I got to plant. But however, if I'm not out here and you see something that's going on in this yard, you welcome to come in and take care of them. So I thought about you the other day with Clifford. Oh Lord, yeah, and I got catnip growing too, and I'm like, I like catnip. Catnip is another one. So if I don't do the lemon balm at night, I'll do the catnip, and that kind of helps me relax too. But yeah, it's 2 of them, but this one particularly is black and white, and I mean, he came to this fence, but I was like, I don't want to know you on a first name basis, but if you see something going on, just take care of it for me, and you pull the night shift, I'll pull the day shift. So yeah. No, yeah. No, they don't. They don't. And I didn't want to even get like real friendly. You know, I ain't bother him. I didn't bother him, he or she, but I was just like, yeah, no, we're not finna do that. But I don't know. After the garden and the greenhouse gets done, and then I'm gonna get off. I did call FSA today. That's why we gotta talk. We gotta talk soon. I called them today because I got some good things that I'm pulling up out this slump, y'all. I'm pulling up. I was in a little slump there. I'm pulling myself together, and I think, to be honest, the garden was really what I was missing. So now that I'm starting to plant different things, now that I tarped off some different things, I'm starting to feel myself just kind of come back, because I wasn't where I needed to be. I was not in a place where I needed to be. So, and it's gardening. I always tell people gardening is therapy for me, and I really think that is true, because I'm getting super excited. So, I'm gonna go in, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll keep you posted on my heating mats that I can't find. I'll keep you posted on that. But let me go look through some of my seeds and see what I do want to soil block for tomorrow. Put down the basement and get started. So y'all have a good night, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, y'all.